the morning to get this thing off and started, guys. We got the tractor, the bush hog back there. We about to start going and putting down some seed on the ground for the dove birds. We got basically 2 weekends to work up a little bit of seed, get them in here. After that, it's going to be what it's going to be. Alright, let's get this thing headed on down the path, get over to the field, and start cutting a little bit of corn. Guys, that looks, and I ain't talking about Bo by there, that looks unbelievable. That should draw us in some birds. We're going to keep that. I got a little patch right over here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to cut a few strips in that. It ain't going to go too crazy. Just try to get a little bit of seed of that dead stuff on the ground and just give the birds something a little extra to come in here on. Alright, time to get out of here. This tractor. Big bag Kubota. We got L4060 with a cab on it and running Land Pride bush hog back here in the back. Land Pride bush hog, or as we call it, bush hog. I think it's technically a brush hog, but the attachment to PTO, the shaft that connects to the tractor's PTO this morning just about kicked my rear end. For some reason, it would not slide. It took us forever to get that thing hooked up. But we got the seed on the field. Let's say seed. We got the brush hogging done. Now it's basically just sit back and see what this week's gonna bring us. Kind of wait on them now. They've dispersed a little bit. A lot of the fields around here have started cutting, hay field, stuff like that. They've started cutting, and I think it's dispersed a few of our birds. We were running, we ran 30, 40 birds all summer. And I know that's not a lot to most people, but on a small field like that, that's pretty good numbers. Got some plans in for next year. I'm gonna bring y'all along on that. Should make those numbers go up a little bit higher. But let's continue on. Well, I guess it ain't too bad. Trying to get all the equipment out of here, and just had one jump out of the field as Bowen was riding up it on the golf cart, and another one circling around trying to get back in here and feed. So let me get off this thing here so we can get all this implements, tractors, and golf carts out of the field in our presence and let these things come in and try to eat. Oh, if it just doesn't get any better. We get through messing with this field, and I'm about to show you. This looks great. This ought to draw some birds. I just got a notification on my phone. Severe thunderstorms in your area for the next 24 hours. Mother Nature is about to ruin me. This is it, guys. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been waiting on. And we brush hogged we brush hogged all the way from one end to the other. Basically took out 2 rows of corn and it dropped the seed. I don't know if you can see it on the phone, but it has dropped the seed. These birds ought to come in now. Well, and that's, as a dove hunter, trying to plant your own field, that's just part of the battle we go through. One, did I plant the right seed? 2, did I keep the grasses out of it enough? And these gnats are about to drive me crazy. Did I keep the grasses under control? Because some grass isn't bad, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of grass with seed heads on it that add to your field. So you have to be selective on what weeds that you take out and what weeds you keep. And I'm calling brown topper weed. We do plant it, but it comes up around here a lot of time voluntarily. And that's one that I keep. I don't try to control it a whole lot, but besides keep it in its row. But rain is the biggest killer of this, because you spend all this time growing all this stuff in attempts to harvest it. To get it on the ground, for one, early enough that the birds can come in and find it and come in here and know that your field is here, so that you'll have something to hunt opening day at least. You'd like to take it on out through the rest of the season, and we'll get into that later on another video. But you want to be able to lay this seed down on the ground and it stay. I mean, a month dry spell is a beautiful thing sometimes in dove season, just because it allows your seed to stay and not ruin. Once you harvest it, your seed's on that back end. It's rotting, it's dying, molding, whatever you want to call it. It's decomposing. There's a good word. So you kind of want to wait to that last minute to cut, but you gotta take a risk and try to cut something to get the birds in. But with all that being said, we're gonna move on down the road. Like I said, I'll get this equipment all put up. We got to make a couple runs, and then we're gonna be back this evening to sit around and look. Hopefully I'll see some birds and I can bring y'all along, give you a little update of maybe what this transformation has done to the field. As we was out there checking out on another dove field, it ain't our dove field, but just know where it is, seeing if they had some birds, and I kind of think they got some birds. And that ain't the only bunch that I've seen. That was just one section of power line that I got the phone up on in time before they flew. Man, that is crazy. Now this guy's out here, he's down the road from us, and it looks like yeah, there's more down there, my goodness. But he's got half and half. He's half sunflowers, half looks like Milo.
That's why they got up.
But I'm telling you, the birds are in the area. My goodness, look at that line right there. Good, that sucker is sagging. If he could just share a few of these and send them over our way, I'd be mighty grateful. What'd you say, Bowen? Would you like to get to hunt that field?
I would do it. You know what I would do to hunt that field right there?
He said he'd pay a lot of money to hunt that field. But man, there's one right there.
They're everywhere.
This will hurt your feelings, but at the end of the day, we got a small field. We can't hold with so many doves. I mean, this one's out in the middle. It's out in the middle of farmland. He's in good location, really good location. Sandland in the middle of farmland. He's power lines all the way around them. They got a good setup. All we can do is hope and pray. Well, guys and gals, I hope y'all took something away from this video today. I hope you enjoyed it. You can't get discouraged with a small scale dove field. You gotta have these trials, these bumps, these bruises. Try something, see if it works. If it doesn't, plan again, and go after go at it from a different angle. But hope y'all enjoyed it. And like I said, hope you take something from it. We're gonna continue on the dove hunting for just a little bit longer till the season gets rolling. We do have something in the works y'all might be interested in. I believe we're gonna burn off the brown top right over there. So that would be a fun one. But until next time, guys, God bless, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.